Dudettes here with a Path of Exile video for you, and this is going to be a vendor recipe for the Prismatic Ring. Now, the reason this is so important is because with Domination and Nemesis, the Prismatic Ring was taken out. The normal, that is. You can't find a normal Prismatic Ring anymore. You can only find the unique versions. The Prismatic Ring must be created through a vendor recipe with the 2 stone rings. Now, you need one of each of the kind of 2 stone rings. See, fire cold, fire lightning, and cold lightning. And that makes a prismatic ring. Makes sense, right? All resist.
Greetings.
Now, first off, you need to have these 3 rings, and it makes a prismatic ring. But here's the tricky part. The max that you can get on a prismatic ring is 10%. And while it seems like you're only going to get a 9% off of this, all you have to do is keep switching these out. And, it's just random in a random pattern. You might get a 10. We'll see if we can't get it to give us a 10. Okay. There's an 8. See, now it's an 8 instead of a 9. And there's a 10. Now, sometimes it won't work, and you will have to go to another vendor. And that's when it gets, it's weird. There's no rhyme or reason to it so far that I can see. But you can switch these out, and on some vendors it just won't work. As you saw on Tarklay, we got a 10%. But on this, you never know. There you go. A 10. Now it's a 10. See, you just have to sometimes switch it out. Now, I wanted to show you that and make it clear that some of the recipes kind of tricky. Maybe the developers, the Grinding Gear Games, GGG, put something sneaky in there. Maybe some vendors don't particularly like you. Maybe like Groose. The one he could not, the one my friend could not get to make a 10 prismatic ring was Groosed. And then he came over to Tarklay here. Cool Tarklay. One of the coolest NPCs. And Tarklay gave him a 10%. So that's the weird thing. If you can't get a 10% prismatic recipe with one NPC, go to the other vendor and try. And remember to keep switching them in and out and stuff like that in different orders, and you'll get yourself a 10%. Now, as always, it takes the form of the lowest item level, like this. See, if this was one of them, you would get a level 54 prismatic ring. So always be mindful of that, because that tells you what kind of mods it is capable of getting, like up to level 60 mods, up to level 54 mods there, and stuff like that. And hopefully this helps you all with a vendor recipe for a very useful ring, and for people who maybe want to create a rare prismatic ring for late game, in the late game. As always, be safe, take care, and be cool to each other.